Alright guys, for this very first video you can kind of see that we're going to find all zeros, real and complex. The first thing you can take down is with the zeros, you're basically just talking about the x-intercepts. They're the parts of the graph, if you graph it, it's going to intercept the x-axis, and if it hits the x-axis, the y value is 0. Okay, I'll write it again. So the warm-up, you guys can try this on your own. Okay, take it down, write it down, and then you can see you have two quadratics. I guess I'll do the first one right here. You just want to set y equal to 0. So for this first one, if I want to find the zeros, set y equal to 0. And this first one, this quadratic is going to factor. Right? We can factor this to, what is it, x minus 3, x plus 1. And then, since you solve for 0, your two x-intercepts are positive 3 and negative 1. So if you graph this quadratic, you're going to get a parabola that hits the x-axis twice, at x equals 3 and x equals negative 1. Okay, let's move over to number 2. So now if I do number 2 and set y equal to 0, you're going to see this quadratic we can't factor. So again, this should still be review for you guys. Since this quadratic cannot factor, then we have to use quadratic formula, right? It's the x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So I'm going to go right to that. So we're going to have x equals negative b. So b is this 3 value. So we're going to have negative 3 plus or minus. Then we're going to get the discriminant. So we'll have, what, 3 squared minus 4ac, a is 1, and c is 3. Okay, c is 3, and this is all over 2a. So that's just really 2 times 1. Now the big thing is you want to evaluate this. You want to evaluate the discriminant first, and if you look, you're going to get a negative value. So we're going to get complex zeros. So this is going to give us 9 minus, 12? So we're going to get square root of negative 3. So if I just show that, we're going to have negative 3 plus or minus square root of negative 3 over 2. And then remember, just like we did yesterday, get rid of that negative and put an I in there. So this is just negative 3 plus or minus I square root of 3, and it's over 2. This does not simplify. Alright, so you guys have seen this before. You should know how to solve quadratics. You either try to factor it like number 1 and then get your answers, or if it doesn't factor like number 2, then use your quadratic formula to find the zeros.